Takes a minute, doesn't it? It does. Did it kick over? Guess it did. Huh. Anyways, a little bit different. Despite the family emergency that I have, probably an odd day because somebody else is streaming that I do. But I shall begin. But let's see. A little bit. I had meant to actually get in to do something different. But one could suggest. Before I get into what I do, I am at least got to get this to a manageable stopping point. I usually say this, but in reality, it's usually winds up being the stream itself, or being the thing I'm at for like 2 hours. Different scenario, but rather still the annoying one. Then again, I had to go out for like an hour, so. Okay. Break that up. Different scenarios, different things, I guess, for people. You know. Oh, that is not going to be great. Coal will be good. See, it's the reverse, right? It's like the home city wants stuff, but it's like, yeah, here's your problem with this. I mean, there's a forecast call. Well, that's annoying, doesn't it? I mean, coal could easily. See, if I needed coal, Thumpers would be a very easy one. But for the sake of it, I'll do this. Let me get ahead of the sickness, which is awful. I mean, I would lie if this game is not tedious. The scenarios are a little bit different, because considering I did. I don't know who else joined, but follow up a little bit on the DEI I was finding out. But the person who didn't see it, though. See, it's rather interesting that I'm not saying it's because it's a trending topic. It's apparently, yes. So apparently DEI will cause issues. Because I kind of discussed it yesterday. It started off in HR departments, so to speak. And then eventually it started affecting the general workers. Because, like, Boeing, Portland, the story of the person nearly getting sucked out of the plane, and because I guess a door came off. That's probably just sheer accidents at this point. I mean, there was a Delta Airlines apparently story where a person they couldn't get another pilot, so they only had one pilot, and it was a flight attendant who had already been fired, who happened to be a black woman, strangely enough. She had already been fired, rehired. Color me odd, right? God's sakes. Sickness. This is where. And I don't have control over my policies, so it's not good. I mean, yes. So this is how the AI actually researches. Huh. That is so stupid. You would never have this. Yes. Mixed screws. But one could suggest probably get out of here and then do my own thing. Yeah, you want 2 steam cores at this point. That's a little bit sometimes I say these are really stupid. Five people, 2 people not heal themselves. It's kind of pure, right? I do call this an autism simulator to a degree. Decrease my food size because you're jerks, but that's besides the point. You don't send, like. So you do the scouting for the. So you're going to do the scouting for the home city. That's a rather interesting scenario. But one could say. But it is interesting, though, if diversity, equity, and inclusion, if it is compromising teams, which maybe if it's not a crisis of confidence. Really? Really? Okay, so you're going to settle me with injuries right off the bat. Not only settle me with injuries right off the inherent back. None of them go in and seek treatment. Because this is my complaint. Hypothetically, I'd say if you're too stupid to actually live, but normie. If you're that dumb not to survive, fine. Going to treatment now because you wait till the morning. You don't go into treatment Oh, that is something to sight to behold. Hmm. Sorry, a little distracted, but yeah, you're retarded. Game. I wholeheartedly say so. Because see, I would be curious if replaying that, having a different one would make a difference. Hmm. Oh, welcome more people. Hello, Patrick. Sorry I didn't see you yesterday. And I ignore this. Or the other. Random. I actually had to go. A member of my house is sick. So I had to actually go out. I meant to actually have this overdone and dusted. Might it's as good as any. See, this is what I recommended to you. No? Different scenario. Yeah, what it is, what it is. What can you do when people are sick, right? See, Patrick, you haven't heard about the Star Wars director, right? They chose a documentary director to actually direct Star Wars. So, what's your thoughts on that? You don't know about that because no one's been around enough. Ah, see, this is Frostpunk on the Edge. I meant to start this. Usually I play this in my own due time. So this scenario was called On the Edge. Oh, the one for the Ray movie. So, as I said, I mentioned to your son kind of the idea. Frostpunk is has different scenarios, which are a little bit different. Oh, you don't know. See, I haven't heard about that. Like, I've also heard the idea you're supposed to have the Ryan Johnson one as well. I mean, if you're getting John Favreau his, I mean, I don't know why you would go Grogu, but then again, it's like the High Republic. Because I said it yesterday, at least. See, at one steam core an hour, 0.1. What is it if you? What is if you switch that? Hold on. Huh. Sheer experimentation here. Oh, it's only 0.2 an hour. Well, that's not worth it at all. See, there's your mistake. You're watching CNN. Jokes, by the way. Fox isn't much better. Yeah, see, that's the thing. No one wants to see the Ray movie. I mean, if the Ray movie was a thing, right? Because they say there's not enough women in Star Wars as well, which makes no sense when there's been plenty. I do not like the building. God, this is not a good map. What's funny is this can be a starting map if you actually choose it for endless. Like, for true, I mean, I'm not giving you crap if you do. If you choose. All right. No, I mean they never say there was never women in Star Wars ever. You know. It's like I don't ever buy that. Oh, see, there's Vincent. You show. So Vincent, what is your let me pick your brain, because you didn't want to show yourself the other day. So, what is your thoughts on the diversity? What is your thoughts on hiring that one director to that they hired to do a docu director to do a Star Wars film, who's only famous for actually doing actually her bio is really funny. Of course, the game eats itself. Yes, the game yeets itself because Steam chooses to yeets itself. Game yeets itself for reasons. Because that is Frostpunk. Frostpunk does do this, as well as yeet my entire Steam. I love that game, but it is annoying. And it pushed at least my save file back to the morning. Really stupidly dumb. That is really dumb. See, it auto saves at the start of the day. That's okay. Let that yeets. Hmm. So, hmm. You've been watching Ched Logic. So, I mean, why would you, though, have a docu director who was famous for the rise of the Taliban? Which I have to show it to you what her actual work is. She's getting crap because they're like, well, apparently. Ah, not ever heard of Wyman. Say at least if I'm going to have to argue with the game, that is the least. I don't like losing progress. The problem is you can lose entire lyrics. Oh no. Lyrics. Oh no, you're getting into that algorithm. God bless you. You mean lyrics, the same man who borked Turkey Tom's OnlyFans girlfriend? But he carved his chest into it? Carved the supposedly carved Kai into his chest? Sure, it's unfounded rumors. boy. Oh boy, Vincent. Our poor person doesn't know what he's getting into. The Kai rumor, by the way, is the Kai rumor, of course. Yeah, I know. He's in commentary. Yes, I know who you're talking. Not my cup of tea. It is what it is. True, though. One could suggest. You know what? This interface is really funny. I need to change the. Yeah, Chud is a good boy, though. Chud's a weird one, though. In all honesty. It's not the most optimized launcher, by the way. This particular launcher. It's very slow. See, Chud is very based to a degree. Sometimes stays out of his own. See, this is what happens. Something crashed, and then it takes other shit with it. It's probably why I need a newer computer. But see, something decided to crash, and in the background, cause issues. See, he can be very based, of course. Oh, that's funny. That is really funny. Oh, that means something yeeted itself in the background. Yeah. Yeah. That means something yeeted itself. Computer difficulties, right? A shit decides. When little sub processes decide to yeet itself, it's always a great thing. For some reason. You don't think about it because something is still running in the background, right? Just because something closes doesn't mean it's entirely done. Which, God only freaking knows what it is. So pardon this. See, if something decides to utterly, thoroughly eat itself, you know what? That's an interesting day to just do updates. That would be the reason why my decided to eat things. Oh, that's why. That explains it all. I see what it is, precisely. So on a Tuesday, Windows Update decides to just middle of the day. See, this is why you have Windows Pro, by the way. This is why you have Pro. Don't ever have to do it. Because it will just eat the RAM for no reason. See, Patrick, you asked what this game was. Think of it as, what is it? Like I like kind of like a mobile version of WoW. Welcome to the people who are going to eat the rest of my resources. Very resource heavy sometimes. Thank you. Let's go Ayaka. And then dailies, you always switch these out. That's ugh. Sure, I'll have Windows Update try yell at me a bit, but I choose. It's choppy because of the. I thought your son had a PC. It doesn't matter now, does it? You should say, "Welcome, Peter Parker." Do not know who you are. No. I had something horribly happen. Something is eating RAM in my background. It's wonderful. And it's wanting to not I should show off a little bit of swag here. Yeah. Oh God. Patrick, don't be mean. Look, Madame Web or Madam Web was originally from the comics, right? She was originally from, I think, the animated series. She was like meant to be like the spider totem. Oh, that would be nice to get now, wouldn't it? But to do that, I'd have to go to the Dragon Spine Mountain. And I haven't done Dragon Spine. Yeah, those wings look... they'll work for the time being. You know what? Let's do uniformity right now. So we have free wings, and then we have the ones. So. Well, look, we could actually go off and say, what is it? We could go off and say, what is it? Like, supposedly Aquaman bombed, didn't it? I mean, it's based on the, what is it? Book of Ezekiel. Wonder how many people actually know that. Which is Into the Spider-Verse. It's based on Into the Spider-Verse, yes. The storyline is called Book of Ezekiel. Is actually the story. Which introduces the idea of the spider totems. By the way, Patrick, what do you think? Of course, this game's going to be very choppy. It's meant for mobile and tablets. Ah. Actually, what I warn people about this. It can be played in 60, but it is not optimized. Look, Spider-Verse is nothing wrong. Why do you hate the Spider-Verse, Patrick? Look, Spider-Verse is not as worse. Specifically. Okay. Because I could actually show you the book, what it is. Also, it could be my internet's just really choppy as well. That's why you don't try to do 1,000 things at once. It helps. Yeah, you can yell at me and you'll get restarted in like 2 hours. You can do what you need to. Oh, multiverse. I mean, to be fair, right? I mean, to be the idea is if we go the idea of multiversal Spider-Man, yes. Sure, you're the easily unimpressed child, I'm sure. God, I may actually have to restart my thing, or else it's just going to be very annoying. Let's see, yes, Patrick, right? You don't think that you can have Into the Spider-Verse? Let me show you, though. I have to show you, because you don't... Wow. I would say he kind of can be. But my narrative is that I prefer to think of him as a contrarian. See, call it tech issues and reason. Look, I know why Windows Update exists, okay? I know why. Well, it's like everybody. I mean, I like people. I seen you try to join Multi's little group. That look. The problem is, right? Some stuff I like doing does not like updating. See, Windows Update is a bane in my own existence. Look, you have to do it. It's just the reason. Look, if they were consistent about the deal, I would say so. See, Windows Update is required. It's a necessary evil. But for some bizarre reason, you think if they release their shit at a universal time. Hmm. May actually have to restart my system temporarily. Well, see, it's either turn it off. If you turn it off, it's fine. But I don't know. It's just certain stuff requires update. Oh. Modding is entirely separate. What is it? Yeah, modding's entirely a separate thing. But I shall be right back. Yes. Thank you. no. Good lord. Annoyinger than shit at that point. I hate restarts. I hate Windows updates. Because apparently shit wants to update in the middle of the goddamn bloody day. Yeah, that takes longer. An update did not want to work. See, monthly framework updates, they do nothing except shuffle around drivers which should work and don't work at the same time. Arguable. Therefore, you lose momentum. It is not. That's why sometimes you're supposed to stream with like two different systems in reality. You shouldn't be streaming with two, I guess. I mean, the concept at least. Because, yes, you're supposed to have two. So if the stream ever goes down, you can actually adjust it. One becomes. But there is a problem if you try to auto update. You know, auto updating is worse. You're actually supposed to, in reality, not let stuff auto update. It's the worst thing you can do. Because if you let stuff auto update, it auto updates anytime. And the mysterious background crap is gone. Oh, it doesn't seem real, does it? That's interesting. I'll say this. That is awkward. It's an interesting notification. That doesn't make sense at all. I do love it though. Ah, funny. That's an interesting day, one could say. Huh. Well, that's not good at all. I mean, yay for technical issues today. Which is the thing. Huh. Here you go. Note to people, if you do try to take someone's Twitter account or log in, and they have 2FA, you guys are dumbasses. Especially, I think it's cute. Which I strongly recommend anybody and everybody have 2FA. Because 2FA will save your ass. Why is MatPat trending? Matt Pack is retiring? Now that's something. Interesting. That is not good. Unless it slingshotted my internet across the world, and I highly doubt it did. Everything should be back in working order now. Boy, oh, fucking boy, ain't that a little saga. Boy, oh boy, though. And there's momentum. And come to find out, someone wants to. Interesting. His Twitter updates and decides to see. Apparently, everyone said the Spider-Man fans, yeah, old Spider-Man. Because Patrick, we know you like Spider-Man. Know you enjoyed it. Oh boy, that's actually that. But I do apologize for the randomness. Okay, that should organize things better. Let's get more down to business than the other. Hopefully, the other. Okay, now, I'll have to restart another one. Fucking